Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Ezekiel 38-44, Proverbs 23, and Psalm 58. Let's get started. Where the Lord came to his sermon and set your face toward Gog of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him and say, Thus says the Lord God, behold, I am against you, Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. I will turn you about and put hooks into your jaws, and I will bring you out, and all your army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed in full armor, the great host, all of them with buckler and shield, wielding swords. Persia, Cush, and Put up with them, all of them with shield and helmet, carrying on his horns, best to Galar from the outermost parts of the north with all his horns. Ready he puts everything. He ready and keep ready. You know your horse that I assemble at me, and be a god from After many days you will be mustered, and in the latter years you will go against the land that is restored from war. The land whose people are gathered from many peoples upon the Mount Caesar, which has been a continual ways. Its people are brought out from the peoples and now dwell securely, all of them. You will advance, coming on like a storm. You will be like a cloud covering the land. You know your heart, and many peoples with you. Thus says the Lord God, on that day thoughts will come out into your mind, and you will devise a new issue and say, I'll go up against the land and all villages. Perform on the quiet people who dwell securely, all of them plunder, all of them dwelling without walls and having no bars or gates. To seize spoil and carry off plunder, to turn your head against the waste places that are now inhabited, and the people who gather from the nations who have acquired livestock and goods, who dwell at the center of the earth, to shadow indeed in the riches of Tarshish and all its ways will say to you, have you come to seize spoil? Have you assembled your host to carry plunder, to carry away silver and gold, to take away livestock and goods, to seize great spoil? And therefore son of man, prophecy and say to God, thus says the Lord God, on the day that men, my people, which are jealous, will you not know? You will come from your place out the utmost parts of the north. You have many peoples with you, all of them riding on horses, a great host, a mighty army. You will come against my peoples like a cloud covering the land. In that days I'll bring you against my land, that the nations may know me. Then through you, Gog, I vindicate my holiness before their eyes. Thus says the Lord. Are you he of whom I spoke in former days? I am son of the prophets of Israel, who in those days prophesied for years that I would bring you against them. On that day, the day that God shall come against them, and it shall declare the Lord God, my anger will be aroused in my anger, and my jealousy and my blazing wrath I declare. On that day there shall be a great earthquake in the land of Israel, fish of the sea and the birds of the heaven and the beasts of the field, and all creeping things that creep on the earth, and all the people on the face of the earth shall quake in my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down, and the cliffs shall fall, and every horse shall tumble to the ground. I'll summon a sword against God on all my mountains, declares the Lord God. Every sword will be against his brother, with pestilence and blood shall enter into judgment. The men will rain upon him, and his swords, and many people shall with them to enjoy. And he has things fire and sulfur. So I will show my greatness and my holiness, and make myself known in the eyes of many nations. And they will know that I am doing. And you son of man, prophesy against God and say, thus says the Lord God, I am against you, God, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. They will turn you about and drag you forward, and bring you up from the uttermost parts of the north, lead you against the winds of Israel. And they will strike your bow from the left hand, and make your arrows drop out of your right hand. You shall fall on the mountains of Israel, you know your horns, and people shall with you. I will give you birds to prey, to every soil, and every beast of the field to be devoured. You shall fall in the open field, fire stricken, declares the Lord. I will send fire on Magog and its coastline, and those who dwell securely in its coastlines. You shall know that I am the Lord, and in my holy name I will make known in the midst of my people Israel. I will not let my holy name be profaned anymore, and the nations shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One in Israel. Behold, it is coming, and it will be brought about. And declares the Lord God, this day of betrayal spoken. And those who dwell in the seas will go out and make fires, weapons, and burn them, shields and bucklers, burning and arrows, clubs and spears. And they'll make fires of them for 7 years, so that they will not need to take wood out of the field, cut down any out of the forest. And they'll make their fires of the weapons, and they'll seize and spoil those who despoil them, and plunder those who plunder them, declares the Lord God. One day I'll give to God a place to bury them, without the travelers east of the sea. They'll block the travelers with their Gog and all his multitude will be buried. It will be called the Valley of Hannon and Gog. When 7 knows whole houses will be burying them. In order to cleanse them. All the people will bury them. You'll bring them down on the day that I shall make glory. declares the logo. They have set apart men to travel through the land regularly and bury those travelers remain on the face of the land. So as declares it. At the end of 7 months, he will make this search. When these travel from the land, anyone seeing a human bird, then he shall sit outside by it till the birds have buried it in the valley of Hammon Grove. Thus they shall lay according to the land. Thus he said, man, thus says the Lord God. Speak to the birds of every sort and all the beasts of the field, and someone come gather from all around to the sacrificial feast. I am preparing for you a great sacrificial feast on the mountains of Israel. Shall eat flesh and drink blood. Shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink of the blood of the prince of the earth. Of rams, of lambs, and of he goats, of bulls, of all them fat beasts of Asher. Shall he eat fat till you are filled and drink blood till you are drunk. Sacrificial feast I am preparing for you. And you shall be filled at my table with horses and charioteers, with mighty men and all kinds of warriors, declares the Lord God. And set my glory among the nations, and all the nations shall see my judgment that I have executed, my hand that I have laid on them. Thus Israel shall know that I am the Lord God. From that day forth, the nations shall know that thou sayest I went into captivity for their iniquity, because they dealt so treacherously with me. I hid my face from them and gave them to hand their adversaries. They all fell by the sword, and I dealt with them according to their uncleanness and their transgressions, and hid my face from them. For thus says the Lord God, now I will restore the fortunes of Jacob, and I measure the whole house of Israel, and I will be jealous for my holy name. They shall forget their shame and all the treachery that they have practiced against me, and I endorse to kill them and to make them afraid. And I brought them back from among the peoples and gathered them from the enemy's lands, and go through them I have vindicated my holiness in the sight of many nations. Shall know that I am the Lord their God. They sent them into exile among the nations, and then assembled them into their land. I'll leave none of the remaining among the nations anymore. I will not hide my face anymore from them. When I pour out my spirit upon the house of Israel, declares the Lord God. In the 25th year of our exile, at the beginning of the year, on the 10th of the month, in the 14th year of the city was struck. On that very day, hand was upon me, and he brought me to the sea. In visions of God, he brought me to the land of Asia, set me on a very high mountain, which was a structure like a sea to the south. And he brought me there. Behold, there was a man whose appearance was like a bronze, with linen cord and measuring reed in his hand. And he was standing in the gateway. And the man said to him, Son of man, look with your eyes, use your ears, and set your heart upon all that I shall show you. You are brought here in order that I may show it to you. Declare all that you see to the house of Israel. And behold, there was a wall around the outside of the temple area, and like the hand measuring reed in the man's hand was 61 cubits. Each being a cubit and a hand breadth in length. So he measured the thickness of the wall 1 reed, then the height 1 reed, and he went into the gateway facing east. And measured the threshold of the gate 1 reed deep, and the side rows 1 reed long and 1 reed broad. And the space between the side rows 5 cubits, and the threshold of the gate by the vestibule of the gate at the end 1 reed. Then he measured the vestibule of the gate on the inside 1 reed. Then he measured the vestibule of the gate by 8 cubits, and its diameter was 2 cubits. And the vestibule of the gate was at the inner end, and there were 3 side rooms on either side of the east gate. 3 were of the same size, and the jambs on either side. Either side were of the same size. And then he measured the width of the opening of the gateway 10 cubits, and the length of the gateway 13 cubits. There's a barrier before the side room, 1 cubit on each side. And the side rooms were 6 cubits on either side. And he measured the gate from the ceiling and from the ceiling of the one side room to the ceiling of the other. The breadth of 25 cubits, the openings faced each other. And he also measured the vestibule, to 60 cubits, and around the vestibule of the gateway was the court. And on the front of the gate, at the entrance to the front of the inner vestibule of the gate, was 50 cubits. And the gateway had windows all around, narrowing inwards toward the sides and toward their jambs. And likewise the vestibule had windows all around the inside, and on the jambs was palm trees. And he brought me to the outer court. There were chambers pavement all around the court. The early chambers faced the pavement, and the pavement ran along the side of the gates, corresponding to the length of the gates. This is the lower pavement, and measured the distance in the inner front to the lower gate to the outer front of the inner court, 100 cubits on the east side, on the north side. After the gate that faced toward the north. Along to the outer court, he measured its length and its breadth, its side rings through on either side. On either side, and its jambs and its vestibule were the same size. This is the first gate. Its length was 50 cubits, and its breadth 25 cubits. And the windows, its vestibule, and its palm trees were at the same size as those of the gate. Faced toward the east, and by 7 steps he put God to find his vestibule before them. Opposite the gate, on the north, I was on the east. There was a gate to the inner court. He measured upon them. And he measured from gate to gate 100 cubits, and he led me toward the south. And behold, there was a gate on the south, and he measured its jambs and its vestibule, and it had the same size as the others. Everything in its vestibule had windows all around, and at the windows of the others, its length was 50 cubits, and its breadth 25 cubits. And there were 7 steps leading up on it. His vestibule was before them, and he had palm trees with its jambs, one on either side, and there was a gate on the south, and at the inner court, and he measured from gate to gate toward the south 100 cubits. And he brought me to the inner court to the south gate, and he measured the south gate. It was all the same size as the others. Its sides, its jambs, and its vestibule were the same size as the others. And both the ends vestibule had windows all over. Its length was 50 cubits, and its breadth was 25 cubits. And there were vestibules all around 25 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. Its vestibule faced the outer court, and palm trees put on its jambs, and its stairway at 8 steps. And it brought me to the court on the east side and measured the gate. It was on the same size as the others. Its sides, its jambs, its vestibule were of the same size as the others, and both the ear and its vestibule had windows all around. Its length was 50 cubits, and its breadth 25 cubits. And its vestibule faced the outer court, and it had palm trees on its jambs on either side. And its stairway had 8 steps, and he brought me to the north gate, and he measured it. It had the same size as the others. Its sides, its jambs, and its vestibule were the same size as the others. It had windows all around. And its length was 50 cubits, and its breadth was 25. And its breadth 25 cubits. Its vestibule faced the outer court, and he had palm trees on its jambs on either side, and its stairway had 8 steps. And there was a chamber with its door in the vestibule of the gate, where the burnt offering was to be washed. And in the vestibule of the gate were 2 tables on either side, which the burnt offering and the guilt offerings were on either side, which the burnt offering and the sin offering and the guilt offering were to be slaughtered. And off to the side and the outside, as one goes up to the entrance of the north gate, were 2 tables, and off to the one side of the vestibule of the gate were two tables. 4 tables were on either side of the gate. Each one was on which to slaughter. And there were 4 tables of handstone for the burnt offering, a cubit and a half long, and a cubit and a half broad, and 1 cubit high, on which the instruments were to be laid with the burnt offerings and the sacrifices were slaughtered. And hooks a handbreadth long were fastened all around within, and on the tables the first offering was to be laid. On the outside of the inner gateway there were 2 chambers in the inner court, one at the side of the north gate facing south, and the other at the side of the south gate facing north. And he said to me, the chamber that faces south is for the priests who have charge of the temple, and the chamber that faces north is for the priests who have charge of the altar. These are the sons of Zadok who alone among the sons of Levi. They come near to the Lord to minister to. He measured the court 100 cubits long and 100 cubits broad, a square, and the altar was in front of the temple. And he brought me to the vestibule of the temple and measured the jambs of the vestibule 9 cubits. On either side, the breadth of the gate was 14 cubits, and the sides of the gate was 3 cubits on either side. 3 cubits on either side. And the length of the vestibule was 20 cubits, and the breadth 12 cubits, and the people would go out to by 10 steps, and there were pillars beside the jambs, one on either side. And he brought me to the nave and measured the jambs on each side. 6 cubits was the breadth of the jambs, and the breadth of the entrance was 10 cubits. The sides of the entrance were 5 cubits on either side. And he measured the length of the nave 40 cubits, and its breadth 20 cubits. And he went into the inner room and measured the jambs in the entrance 2 cubits, and the entrance 6 cubits, and the sides on either side of the entrance. And 7 cubits, and he measured the length of the 20 cubits, and its breadth 20 cubits across the nave. And he said to him, this is the most holy place. And he measured the wall of the temple 2 cubits there, and the breadth of the side chambers 4 cubits. All around the temple, and the side chambers were in three stories, one over another, 30 in each story. There were offsets all around the wall of the temple to serve as supports on the side chambers, so that they will not be supported by the wall of the temple. And it became broader as around upward to the side chambers, as the temple was enclosed upward all around the temple. Thus the temple had a broad area upward, as one went One went up from the lowest story to the top story through the middle story. I saw her said that the temple had a raised platform all around. The dimensions of the side chambers measured a 4 of 6 long cubits, and the thickness of the outer side chambers was 5 cubits. The free space between the side chambers out of the temple and the other chambers was a breadth of 20 cubits all around the temple on every side, and the doors of the side chambers opened on the free space. One door towards the north and another door towards the south, and the breadth of the free space was 5 cubits all around. The building that was facing the separate yard on the west side was 70 cubits broad, and the wall of the building was 5 cubits thick all around, its length 90 cubits. Then he measured the temple 100 cubits long, and the yard of the building with its walls 100 cubits long. He measured the breadth of the east front of the temple of the yard 100 cubits, and he measured the length of the building facing the yard. That was at the back of the galleries on the other side 100 cubits. The insides of the nave and the vessels of the core, thresholds and arrow windows in the galleries all around three of them. Opposite the threshold were paneled with wood all over, from the floor up to the windows, and in the space above the floor, even to the inner room and on the outside, and on all the walls all over. Inside and outside was a major pattern. It was carved of cherubim and palm trees, and a palm tree between cherub and cherub. Each cherub had 2 faces, a human face toward the palm tree on the one side, and the face of a young lion toward the palm tree on the other side. They were carved on the whole temple all over. On the floor to above the door, cherubim and palm trees were carved. Similarly, the wall of the nave. The doorpost of the nave was squared. In front of the holy place was something resembling an altar of wood, 3 cubits high, 2 cubits long, 2 cubits broad. Its corners, its base, and its walls were of wood. He said to me, "This is the table that is before the Lord." The nave and the holy place had each a double door, and all doors had 2 leaves apiece, 2 swinging leaves at each door. On the doors of the nave were carved cherubim and palm trees. The chairs were carved in the walls, and there was a canopy of wood in front of the vessel outside, and there were narrow windows and palm trees on the outside. On the sidewalks of the vessel, side chambers of the temple and the canopies, and he led me out into the outer court toward the north, and he brought me to the chambers that were opposite the separate yard. I was at the building at the north. The length of the building, whose door faced north, was 100 cubits, the breadth 50 cubits, facing the 20 cubits that belonged to the inner court, facing the pavement that belonged to the outer court, gallery against gallery, and 3 stories. All the patterned chambers was a passage chamber, 10 cubits wide and 100 cubits long, and the doors were on the north. Now the upper chambers were narrow, and the gallery took them well away from them and from the gallery middle chambers of the building. They went 3 stories, and they had no pillars like the pillars in the court. Thus the upper chambers were set back from the ground more than the lower and the middle ones. And there was a wall outside parallel to the chambers toward the outer court, opposite the chambers 50 cubits long, where the chambers on the outer court was 50 cubits long, where all those opposite the nave were 100 cubits long. The yard below these chambers was an entrance on the east side. As one enters from the outer court, the thickness of the wall of the court on the south side, opposite the yard and opposite the building, there were chambers with a passage in front of them. They are similar to the chambers on the north, about the same length and breadth, with the same access to the entrance and doors. As with the entrances of the chambers on the south, there was an entrance at the beginning of the passage before the corresponding wall on the east is one entered. Then he said, "You know, north chambers and south chambers opposite the other hollow chamber. When the priest shall approach the Lord, shall eat the most holy offerings. And he shall put the most holy offerings, good offerings, a sin offering, and guilt offering. When the place is holy, when the priest enters the holy place, then he shall not go out of it into the outer court, without laying there the garments in which they minister. When these are holy, these shall put on other garments, before they go near to that which is for the people. And when they had finished measuring the interior of the temple area, he led me out by the gate that faced east. He measured the temple area all over. He measured the east side with the measuring reed, 500 cubits by the measuring reed all over. He measured the north side, 500 cubits by the measuring reed all over. He measured the south side, 500 cubits by the measuring reed. He turned on the west side and measured 500 cubits by the measuring reed. He measured it on the fourth side. He had a wall around it, 500 cubits long and 500 cubits broad, make a separation between the hall and the corner. And he led me to the gate facing east, and behold, the glory of the God of Israel was coming from the east. Sound of his coming was like the sound of many waters. And the earth shone with his glory, and the sound of his vision I saw was just like the vision I had seen when he came to destroy the sea, and just like the vision that I had seen by the cherub candle. And I fell down my face, and as the glory of the Lord entered the temple out of the gate facing east, and the Spirit lifted me up and brought me into the inner court. And behold, the glory of the Lord filled the temple, while the man was standing beside me. I heard one speaking to me in the temple. And he said to me, "Son of man, this is the place of my throne, and the place of the soles of my feet, where I will dwell in the midst of the people of Israel forever. And the house of Israel shall no more defile my holy name, neither they nor their kings, by their whoring and by the dead bodies, or their kings at the high place, by setting their threshold. I am my threshold, and their doorpost beside my doorpost. Without their wall between me and them, They defile my holy name by their abominations that they have committed. So I consume them in my anger. Shall I let them put away their horn and the dead boys of their kings far from me. And I'll dwell in them forever. As you son of man, described it, as says a temple that they may be ashamed for their iniquities. And they mission the plan. And they are ashamed of all that they have done. They ignorant to them the design of the temple, its arrangement, its sets and centuries, that is, its whole design. They ignorant to them as well, all its statutes and the whole design, all its laws are written down there, so that they may observe all its laws, all its statutes and carry them out. This is the law of the temple, the whole territory on the top of the mountain. All around shall be in the rest line. This is the law of the temple. These are the measurements of the altar by cubits. Its base shall be 1 cubit high and 1 cubit broad, with the rim of 1 span around its edge. This shall be the height of the altar, and the base of the ground shall be the lower edge, and 2 cubits, with the breadth of 1 cubit, and from the small ledge to the larger ledge, 4 cubits with the breadth of 1 cubit, and the altar hearth 4 cubits, and from the altar hearth projecting outward 4 horns. The altar hearth shall be square, 12 cubits long by 12 broad. The ledge also shall be square, 14 cubits long by 14 broad, with the rim around 1/2 cubit broad, and its base 1 cubit all around. The steps of the altar shall face east, and east to son of man. Thus says the Lord, these are the ordinances on the floor of the altar. On the day when it is directed for offering burnt offerings upon it, and for throwing blood against it, shall give to the Levitical priest of the family of Zadok. The draw near me to minister to me, because the Lord God will from the head of that for a sin offering shall take some of its blood and put it on the 4 horns of the altar, on the 4 corners of the ledge, and upon the rim all around. She shall purify the altar and make it tender for it. Shall also take the bull of the sin offering, shall be burned in the appointed place belonging to the temple, outside the sacred area. On the 2nd day shall offer male goat without blemish for a sin offering, and the altar shall be purified. As you must purify with the bull, when you finish purifying it, you shall offer a bull from the herd without blemish, and a ram from the flock without blemish. You shall present them before the Lord, and the priest shall sprinkle salt on them, offer them as a burnt offering to the Lord. For 7 days you shall provide daily a male goat for a sin offering, also a bull from the herd and from the herd and a ram from the flock without blemish. So shall be provided. 7 days shall they make atonement for the altar and cleanse it, and so consecrate it. When they have completed these days, and from the 8th day to onward, the priest shall offer on the altar your burnt offerings and your peace offerings. So 70 declares the Lord God. And he brought me back to the outer gate of the sanctuary, which faces east. The Lord shut, and the Lord said to this gate shall remain shut, it shall not be open. No shall enter by it, for the Lord the God has entered by it, and which shall remain shut. And then the prince may soon to eat bread before the Lord shall enter the right way of the vessel of the gate, and shall go out the same way. And he brought me by way of the north gate to the front of the temple, and let me behold the glory of the Lord for the temple of the Lord. And I fell on my face, and the Lord said to me, Son of man, mark well, see with your eyes, hear with your ears, all that I shall tell you concerning all statutes of the temple of the Lord, and what the Lord. Mark all the entrance to the temple, and all the exits from the sanctuary, and say to the house, to the house of Israel, thus says the Lord God, the house of Israel, nothing will you abominations, and the remaining foreigners, uncircumcised men and heart and flesh, to be in my sanctuary, profane in my temple, and you offer to me my food, the fat and blood. You break my covenant, and in addition to all your abominations, you not kept charge of my holy things, and you set others to keep my charge. In my sanctuary, says the Lord God. Therefore I uncircumcised the heart of flesh, and all the foreigners who are unhealed shall enter my sanctuary. The Levites who went far from me, and astray from me, after that Israel went astray, shall bear their punishment. Shall be ministers in my sanctuary, having oversight of the gates of the temple, ministering in the temple, and they shall slaughter the burnt offering, sacrifice of the people. They shall stand before the table to restore and take note of them, and they minister to them before their eyes, and became starting like iniquity to the house of Israel. Therefore I saw and consigned them, declares the Lord God. You shall bear their punishment. Shall not come near to me, serving as priests, nor come in the air any of my holy things, and the things that are most holy, yet they shall bear the shame and the abomination that they have committed. Yea, I'll appoint them to keep charge of the temple, to do all its service and all that is to be done there. I think the Levitical priests, the sons of Zadok, get the charge of my sanctuary, and the people of Israel went astray from me, shall come near to me to minister to me, and they shall stand before me to offer me the fat and the blood, declares the Lord God. They shall enter my sanctuary, and they shall approach my table to minister to me, and they shall keep my charge. And they enter the gates of the court, they shall wear them garments, they shall have nothing of them. On the wall they minister at the gates of the court, and within shall bloom tablets on their heads, and on the garments around their waists shall not bind themselves with anything that causes sweat. And when they go out to the outer court to the people, they shall put off the garments in which they have been ministered, and lay them in the holy chambers. and they shall put on other garments. Yes, they transmit holiness to the people with their garments. They shall not shave their heads or let their locks grow long. They shall surely trim the hair of their heads. Every priest shall drink wine when he enters in the court. They shall not marry a widow or a divorced woman. Only virgins of the offspring of the house of Israel, or a widow who is the widow of the priest. They shall teach my people the difference between the holy and the common, and show them how to distinguish between the unclean and the clean. In a dispute they shall act as judges. They shall judge according to my judgments. They shall keep my laws and my statutes and all my appointed feasts. They shall keep my Sabbath holy. They shall not defile themselves by going near to a dead person. However, if a father or mother, or for son or daughter, her brother or unmarried sister, they may defile themselves. After he has become clean, they shall count 7 days for him. On the day that he goes into the holy place, into the inner court to minister in the holy place, he shall offer a sin offering to cleanse the local. It shall be their inheritance. I am their inheritance, and you shall give them their possession in Israel. I am their possession. You shall eat the grain offering, the sin offering, and the guilt offering, and every devoted thing, and it shall be theirs. And the festival of the first fruits of all kinds, and every offering for all kinds for all the offerings shall belong to the priest. You shall also give to the priest. But you direct that a blessing may rest on your house. You shall not eat of anything, whether bird or beast that has died of itself, or is torn by wild animals. Proverbs 23. When you sit down to eat with a ruler, observe carefully what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are given to appetite. Do not desire delicacies, for they are deceptive for you. Do not toil to acquire wealth, be discerning enough to desist. When your eyes light on it, it is well, for suddenly it spats like flying with a yield toward heaven. Do not eat the bread of a man who is sick. Do not desire delicacy. It is like one who is inwardly calculating, and drink and says to you, but his heart is not with you. You roll not the morsel that you have eaten. Face your pleasant words. Do not speak in the hearing of a fool. You will despise the good sense of your words. You will be an ancient and will go into the fields of the farmers. They are redeemed and strong. You will plead their cause against you, apply your heart to objection, and your ear to words of knowledge. You will withhold discord from a child. If you strike him with the rod, he will not die. If you strike him with the rod, you will save his soul from shell. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart too will be glad. In my spirit will exalt when you listen to your voice. Then know your heart and be sincere, will continue to fear the Lord all the day. Though there is a future, and your hope will not be closed. You are sent be wise and never recommend your heart in the way. You're not among drunkards or among gladness ears of me. For the drunkard and the glad will come to poverty. Slumber will clothe them with rags. Listen to your father, give you life. Do not despise the mother when she is old. By children, do not silence by wisdom, instruction, and understanding. Fathers of the righteous will greatly rejoice. And your fathers of the wise son will be glad in him. Let your father and mother be glad. Let her boy rejoice. Let his son give you your heart. And let your eyes observe my ways, for pasture is deep and darkness in the narrow. He lies in wait like a robber and increases the trade among mankind. Who is way, who is sore, who is strife, who is complaining, who is without cause, who is redness of eyes, those who tarry long over one, there is a good try mixed one. Do not look at wine and it is bad. When it sparkles in the cup and goes not smoothly. In the end, it bites like a serpent, it stings like an eye. Your eyes will see strange things, your heart utter perverse things. You will be like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, like one who lies on the top of a mast. They struck me, you will say, for I was not hurt, but it beat me, but I do not feel. When will I wake up? I must have another drink. Psalm 58. Do you indeed decree what is right, you God? Do you judge the children of man outrightly? No, in your hearts you devise wrongs, your hands deal out violence on earth. Make out strange from the word. They go straight from bad speaking lies. They have eaten the vet. They have venom like the venom of a serpent. Deaf added that stops his ear, so that it does not hear the voice of charmers, or of the cunning enchanter. Let God break the teeth in your mouth, tear out the fangs of young lions, O Lord. Let them vanish like water, and that runs away. When he aims his arrows, let them be planted. Let them be like the snail that dissolves into slime, like stillborn fire that never sinks in sun. Smooth in your parts can you feel the heat of the thorns. Where the green or lies, you may sweep them away. The righteous will rejoice when you see the vengeance. Your baby feet in the blood of the wicked. Mankind will say, surely there is a reward for the righteous. Surely there is a judgment for that. Now that's done. I shall now do the Lord's Prayer. These my hands are Father in heaven. Hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us daily our daily bread. Because our days is yours to be on our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Give us the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.